Days after a stampede killed 35 children at a school fair in southwestern city of Ibadan in Oyo State, Nigeria, more stampedes have taken place in other parts of the country. Against the backdrop of this development, the Inspector General of Police, Kaide Egbetukwu, has raised serious concerns about the unorganized distribution of palliatives and relief items during the festive period. This follows the death of not less than 10 persons in the FCT and in Anambra State during the distribution of palliative. A Rice correspondent reports.
Christmas is a wonderful time of the year, and a big part of that happiness stems from the culture of sharing. To spread the love of the season, many Nigerians, including associations and religious institutions, embark on sharing of food products to the less privileged. At the Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Maitama, Abuja, the mood has become sober. The church's annual Christmas sharing has taken a tragic twist as thousands of residents scrambled to receive relief items, leading to a deadly crush. The unfortunate incident resulted in the death of 10 individuals, including 4 children, and left 8 others with varying degrees of injuries.
Ogada is hungry in this Nigeria. Everybody needs food. Every Nigerian needs food. We need help. We need help. Come and see a lot of people that die. The woman.
How did it happen?
They just opened the gate.
In this morning?
In this morning,
okay.
Everybody just rushed out. Rush. Then some people fell. Then they now started matching some people. They matched them till death.
Like how many people do you know that you saw that?
The one I saw, they are even more than 10.
They are more than 10.
They are more than 10.
Men and women are the only women.
Women, but children.
Women and children,
But children.
Women. We need help.
Even the woman I know.
We need help.
She died.
We are there when the people are pushing there. When they push us, the woman, she stayed at my front. She fell down. I touched the woman. She cannot move, and she's from my side. The same area. We stay together. We stay in the same area.
Now the Nigeria hot. Everything make am hot. That is why.
That's hunger.
That is hunger. You too much. Like me now, I be widow. I just come. My husband died now almost how many years? When my daughter there, 2 years to 3 years, but now she be 13 years. So, and with a get on like this, that is why we thank God.
The FCT Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, is on ground to help manage the crisis. He says the stampede could have been averted if necessary precautions were taken.
We discovered that a lot of people were stampled. It took a lot of effort to be able to move them immediately to the hospital. But unfortunately, we lost 10 people. And I think we had 4 children among those who have lost their lives. I liaised with the hospital authority, who are making frantic effort to work on those who are still in the hospital. About 10 of them have been discharged from the hospital, and I think we have just 4 in the hospital. Only a baby is in critical condition, but they told me he was responding to treatment. And we have made frantic effort to evacuate this place, because even when we came here, we still found over 1,000 or more people still struggling to come in for the palliative. But so far, so good. Situation is calm. The FCT task force, comprising of all the security agencies, have been deployed to assist us in the maintaining peace here. And luckily, we have been able to evacuate this place and directed that this place be kept under lock and key until we finish our investigations.
Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police has mandated all individuals and organizations planning public events, charitable activities, or large gatherings to notify the police in advance for better management.
The IGP emphasized the dangers posed to public safety during these unorganized distributions and funfair set up by groups, individuals, and non-governmental organizations, including the potential for stampedes and other incidents that could endanger lives. The lack of a well-defined plan for distributing palliatives has resulted in chaos, leading to long lines and unnecessary confrontations among citizens seeking assistance.
The police say failure to comply with the directive will result in their organizers being held liable for any incidents or loss of lives resulting from negligence.
At least about 22 people have been killed in a stampede when they rushed to collect donations, including rice and vegetable oil and money, at an event in Okija town, the southeastern state of Anambra, that's in Nigeria, on Saturday. Arise correspondent Emeka Monye tells us more.
This is not an exodus of people fleeing their community, but people who came to collect palliatives, including bags of rice, gallons of groundnut oil, and other condiments for the Christmas season. Scenes of panic and sorrow emerged as videos surfaced showing lifeless bodies of victims as a result of the stampede which occurred at this venue. Relatives of the victim recount their griefs.
I was working somewhere when I received a phone call. One of my elder sisters, not biological sister, but just like a family sister to me, that she died. This is the husband. This is the elder brother, and this is the wife, and even the lost his wife too.
The event, sponsored by Obi Jackson, was organized to provide succor to people of the community during this Christmas season. Our witness accounts revealed that more than 15 lives were lost, while others sustained injuries in the stampede.
We came here this morning by 6. So I came here to work, like sharing of rice. I haven't gotten my uniform yet, and my wife came with me also. So unfortunately, they opened the gate. People started rushing inside. The next thing, they started sending people back again. While they are sending them back, the ones outside are pushing in. So the crowd was much. People were just falling off. How will I put it? Stepping on people's head and necks. At the end of the day, I managed and enter inside. On reaching inside, I saw my little baby crying. I have to carry my baby, rush my baby down home. The next thing, they called me that my younger sister is dead.
About 20 or plus people gave up here. So, and it's a sad incident, you know. So, and I don't just know what happened, but that's the way we saw it.
The latest events bring to a total of 3 stampedes reported in the past 1 week, following events in Ibadan which claimed at least 35 lives on Wednesday, and one at the Holy Trinity Church in Maitama, Abuja on Saturday. Emeka Monye, Arise News, Okija.
For updates on the stampede in Okija, we are now joined by Arise correspondent in Anambra State, Emeka Monye. Emeka, please make sense of what has happened, this sad event in Anambra for us.
Well, good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Ayo. And for an update of the situation here in Anambra, where at least 20 persons were stampeded to death in Okija following the distribution of palliative to residents, indigents of the state, particularly that community, by a foundation known as Obi Jackson Foundation. As of yesterday, on Saturday night per se, all the major stakeholders in the state have all issued press releases to that effect, starting from the state government as well as the police and also the organizers of the event, the Obi Jackson Foundation. Now, their message focused around condolences and sympathies with the bereaved families, while also commiserating with those already taken to their hospital. Earlier on today, the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Obidike Woma, spoke regarding an update concerning the fate of those who have been hospitalized. He said for majority of those who were taken to the hospital immediately after the event, they have been discharged. Of course, he confirmed to us that most of them were taken to the Foundation Hospital. The owner, the managing director of the founder rather, of Obi Jackson Foundation runs an hospital. Perhaps, like he said, they were taken down there for treatment, and most of them, as of this morning, have been discharged. And what we also found that also, though the state government has not categorically stated whether they're going to be involved in compensation, but we understand also that those victims, the survivors, are going to be compensated. In what form, we do not specifically know. Now, what I can also tell you is that the state government or the organizers are not talking about if the people, the dead, will be given mass burial, but they are silent about that. As it stands now, the situation has returned to normal. The people have started their normal business and commercial activities, even though they're still in mourning mood. This is the situation here in Anambra State, following the stampede, which resulted in the death of over 20 persons.
Thank you very much, Emeka. Very quickly, the Obi Jackson Foundation say this is an annual rice-sharing event. They've done it in past years. I don't know if this is the first stampede they've had. What happened? What was different about this year's rice-sharing event?
Well, this is not the first time they've had it previous years, and what I will suspect, what we can assume perhaps might not being connected with the harsh economic condition a lot of Nigerians are going through. You know, when we got there, we found out that the crowd there at the venue for the distribution of the palliative was massive, close to 20,000. And I guess the organizers didn't anticipate that kind of crowd. And so what they did, where there were just two entry points, one entry, there were just two gates, one for entry and one for exit. They didn't open the other exit gate for people to come in. Either way, they only allowed the main entry point, which is the gate, the main gate, to be open. And before then, a lot of them had thronged into the venue as early as 7 a.m. waiting for the formal opening of the gate. And so when the gate was eventually opened, it was a deluge of passengers, people trooping in as though there was something else. But in the aftermath of what really happened thereafter, we saw a lot of people becoming casualties. And I also believe, too, that the number of security personnel that were deployed to that place were not sufficient enough. We didn't see much of police presence there. We only saw the presence of local vigilante group, the Anambra vigilante group there. And perhaps that explains why they couldn't manage the crowd, the surging crowd, during that unfortunate incident.
Thank you so much, Emeka, for that.